everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing, fixing my shirt. Today I'm going to be doing, I know I originally said like a 5 must-haves for my child. But I kind of decided to do a little bit more because I realized I had a lot more things than I thought I did. Again, no makeup. Probably thinking, girl, you had that same shirt and hat on and no makeup style in your last video. Yes, I did. Mom life being, my child is asleep. I get to film multiple videos to post in a week while my child is asleep, and I work full time, so this is the only time I really have to sit down and do something. I'm gonna do it. So here we go. My first thing was when Blake was really small. She had very bad tummy issues. Like, it was horrible. We used the Mommy's Bliss gripe water, and still to this day when she has like tummy issues, we use it. It's pretty much like our holy grail. We would put a little bit in her bottle, shake it up. It was good to go. Speaking of bottles, my #1 like all-time favorite bottle was the Dr. Brown's, and I pulled this out of storage. I couldn't find the other one that I liked the most as well. I love the Tommee Tippies when she got a little bit older. As far as when she was just born, I didn't breastfeed or anything. I formula fed, and it has a green little tube that'll go down, but they're in another bin storage. But it normally has like the little tube that goes down. Worked wonders when she was really small. As far as keep going with like medicine wise, I guess you could say, we use the Mommy Bliss Constipation Ease as well. Sometimes, you know, a little bit too much milk will make her not want to go. We use this. We used it it recommends only using it 6 months to 3 years. When she was like 3 months old, we used this, not much at all, just a little bit, and it helped a lot with going. Also, if you will push their legs back towards their belly and do like circular motions with them and do that a couple times, it'll actually make them go as well. It's a helpful hint. As far as like when it gets cold outside and you start getting cold and stuff like that, we use the Vicks Baby Rub Soothing Ointment for babies 3+. I want to say this is not the one that would be like my holy grail one. I use another one that has essential oils in it. I can't think of the name, but I will leave it in the comments below. But we love that one as well. I use that one more than I use any of them. Also for cold seasons, if your baby's just like coughing non-stop, no runny nose or anything like that, I recommend the Zarbee's Baby's Cough Syrup. They can start as early as 2 to 5 months. So, as far as cough and mucus, Blake in transition from the fall and transition back to summer, and from the winter to summer, Blake had runny nose constantly and was coughing, and it was just gross. But we used the Zarbee's Baby's Cough and Mucus, and it would clear up. Literally, I would give her this, I would put some of the essential oils rub on her, and I would use this Johnson's Baby Soothing Vapor Bath in her bathtub, and a humidifier with like the cold mist one, and it would work wonders on her. Like, she would be fine in a couple of days. The next thing, like I said, we do use the Johnson's Baby Soft Vapor Bath. Just put a capful in, let her sit in it. As it's still summertime, a lot of mosquito bites, ant bites, anything like that. It says only to use for kids 2+. I use it for my 1-year-old. She does fine. I don't use a lot. I just use like a little drop or whatever. She's bad about getting into ants, and she loves outside, and she gets mosquito bites all the time. So this Children's Benadryl Itching Cooling Gel helps a lot with her not scratching them and making them worse. As far as continuing on with things we use, this is the Pedialyte Replace electrolyte. It's great for kids and adults on the go. It's in the flavor strawberry lemonade. It has 2 packs in it. And I just got this because she had been sick for a little bit, and we were opening the Pedialyte, but then she wouldn't be drinking the Pedialyte after like a day, and you have to toss them, and it's like $5 for a bottle of Pedialyte these days. Like, no. So I paid like, I think $2.98 and got 2 pouches for her. I figured I could use half, shake it up if I needed to. I also, in my last video, showed where I bought these Pedialyte freezer pops, which comes in handy for the summer, even if they're not set. It says for children's 1 year and older, and adults can have them as well. She loves popsicles, loves them, and the only way, I cannot get her to take medicine for nothing in this world, and the only way to get even anything in her as like good-wise when she is sick or when she is not sick is these bad boys right here, and they help out a lot. The next thing that I use is this Baby Organics Natural Insect Repellent. When we go outside for mosquitoes and such, I use this. I also use the sunscreen in Baby Organics, or Baby Organics as well. It's the spray-on kind, but I'll also use the Banana Boat Simply Protect Baby Sunscreen Lotion Spray for, it's 50 plus. We also use this as well. We have a pool, so she's in it all the time pretty much with us, and so it helps out a lot. For bedtime, my child bites it to a T. She used to be really good about laying down. She's always fought it, really. But once we started using this in her bath, we used the baby bedtime bath, and it's in the scent like lavender, and we also have the bubble bath one. Started using this. We let her play in it in the bathtub with this for a little bit. We wash her in it. We change her, put her down, let her play for like 10 minutes, and she's ready to go to bed. It's like a cure for sleep. A lot of people know, a lot of people don't. My baby has a head full of hair. Came out with it. She had hair probably longer than my dad, who's almost 60. I mean, she had a head full of hair. So I've always used this Baby Dove shampoo, and it helped a lot with Cradle's Cap. Cradle's Cap, is that how you say it? Cradle's Cap? I don't know, it's how my mom used to call it. But it helped a lot with it. She had none. She has none in her hair. Like, you know, like a lot of people would have to scratch it out or use baby oil and get it out. She never had it. I started using this when she came out, especially with her long hair, and she did not have anything at all whatsoever for Cradle Crap. The next thing, it's kind of on the expensive side. We paid, I think, around, it's like $39 for this, but I saw that the doctor's office was using it, and so I was like, she sat still for it, so why not invest the money when you need to check your kid's temperature? It literally, like, you can turn the volume off. She don't even have to know you're doing it. Works wonders. The next thing is, like I was saying, when she gets the really bad mucus nose, I will pick these over wipes any day to wipe my child's nose. It doesn't matter what kind of wipes you got. These wipes do not beat regular wipes when it comes to the boogies in the nose. It don't. Man, these things will get so many boogers out your nose, it ain't even funny. And then they smell good on top of that. It smells, this is like the grape, and it smells like one of those little scented markers that every kid in this world has sniffed at one point in time. Don't lie, because you know you have. But they're great. Love them. Next thing, like I was saying, she has eczema really bad, and the doctor recommended using coconut oil. So we do use it sometimes. Not all the time, because I had realized, like, as I was using it a lot, it was not drying out her skin, because it's not supposed to, but it was like getting to her, like she would literally be like, I just can't take the texture of it. I don't know what it is. But we use the bedtime baby purple bottle in the lotion, and that works too. As for like a healing butt paste or ointment, really this stuff is like good for anything. My cousin Ashley actually recommend getting the clear kind. She used it literally like that. And I literally bought this 6 months ago, and that's how much we've used out of it. That's how little you need and how much money you can save by going ahead and investing. It's 15 bucks, kind of pricey, I know, but it lasts a long time. I used to use one of those tubes of those ointments for $6 every month. It was every month I was having to buy it because my baby constantly, she has bad blowouts, so her butt's constantly gross and red, and this also helps with like her eczema. We'll put it behind her legs or something like that, or if she gets a bite, it helps wonders. It really does. So we use that a lot, and it's kind of like a lotion as well. So I mean, to me, it was worth the investment to pay the $15 and be done with it, and I've had it for 6 months. Recently, my mother-in-law had talked about we went to the mall at Georgia, and she wanted to go buy Lush because they had told her, or she had read, that the Dream Cream was really good for eczema. And so when we went up there, was it last weekend? Or weekend before that? We picked some up for Blake, so that way we could try. And I honestly love this stuff. I put this on Blake the night that we came home. Excuse me. We gave her a bath, came home, put this on her, and her legs from her eczema and her arms was completely cleared. Completely. I think she ended up paying like 30 bucks for this, but it's just like the Aquaphor, worth the investment. Like I said, we've been using it every day, and you literally barely have to use anything, and I'm sure this will last us for a very long time. The lady there also recommend me switching them in and out every so often as well. That's an 8.4 ounce as well. This is a 1.7, and she's like, if you want just, you know, the clear up, or do you want really moisture? And I was like, well, I kind of want both. And she was like, well, I recommend getting the charity pot as well. And so I got the charity pot, but I was like, I don't want to get a big one, because if that one works wonders, why get two? And she said, well, it's good to, you know, switch them out. So I was like, well, we'll try. And so I got this charity pot, and we switch them out, you know, every other night or whatever. And we'll put them on our legs. And I mean, this stuff is, the moisture of it, you would like a slick baby's butt, because it's awesome. This was only like 7 bucks too. So if you just want to try some of it and you don't want to like fully invest and make sure it works, I recommend getting the 1.7 fluid ounces and trying that. My other thing is, when we were transitioning Blake from a, not necessarily like a, well, I guess it is a sippy cup. She first took the sippy cups with just, you know, I'm trying to think of the brand. We bought them at Target, but I can't think of the brand. We transitioned her from those to, well, I guess like the Playtex ones. We transitioned her from those to like a cup. Like, she was wanting to drink out of our straws all the time, and out of our cups. And so I was like, what would be the best thing that's not going to leak unless you put a soda in it? Because I recommend not putting sodas in these. Your car ceiling will have soda all over it, and they would constantly spill everywhere. But as far as like juice or milk or water or anything like that, it doesn't spill at all. And I have a couple of them myself, and we just transitioned her from a regular sippy to these Camelbacks, and she loves them. I mean, it's easier for her to stick her finger in here in the car when she's pulling it out of the car seat, the little cup holder in the car seat. It's easier for her to grab. A regular cup, she would have to whine, and I have to reach back there, and it was just a mess. But this is a lot easier for her to use. She loves them. Plus, they come in these little cute designs that has mermaids on them. She has one that has, she has several. She has a mermaid one, a skunk one, what else? A rainbows one. She has an elephant one. She has a Camelback insulated one that has flowers on it. She has another one that has flowers on it. And she has one that has watermelons with ants on it. And she just needs one with a cow on it, because that's what I love the most is cows. And she just needs to be like her mommy and have a cow one. So, but as far as, oh, almost forgot. As far as transitioning, I would recommend Camelbacks all the way for straw cups. Just would. That's what I use. You don't have to, but just play. The next thing we got at Lush was this. It's a shower cream that you can also use to help too. If you don't want to do like a lotion one night and you want to switch it out as well, and you just want to like have just this shower cream to help out with the moisturizing of it. It says it's called Odie Creamy Dreamy. Shower cream, happy soothe skin is just a wash away thanks to lavender, chamomile, is it how do you say it? Chamomile or calamine? I don't know. And rose. And it's from Lush, and it's a 3.3 fluid ounce. And yeah, so I bathe her in this some nights as well. It was $12 for this little bitty thing. But like I said, I honestly believe Lush is worth the investment. I barely have used any of it because it really goes a long way for its money. And I know a lot of people like to save money, because I do, but I seem to still spend it. So, but as far as everything else goes, that is it. That's some of my top favorite things that we like to use with Blake. She's one, if y'all didn't know, 1 and I don't even know, 1 and 4 months. A year and 4 months. She'll be 2 next March. So as far as that goes, that's some of my personal top favorite things that I would recommend anyone using for their baby, whether it be a newborn or whether it be a toddler. There were some other things that I wanted to show, but they're a little bit too big for camera. I figured I'd talk about them. The Rock and Play. Is it a Rock and Play? I think so. We use that from the time, well, not time, because originally I had bought a Mamaroo. I was one of those mamas who was going to go out and I was going to buy the most expensive thing for my baby because I thought that was the best thing for my baby. So I went out, blew $300-400 on this Mamaroo that sings and moves, and my child hated it. Hated it. Not saying everybody's child hates it, but mine did. She settled with a $25 Rock and Play. That's what she liked. She wanted to be in that Rock and Play. She didn't even want to rock. She just wanted to sit in it. She liked that it cradled her. I'd highly recommend those for people who have problems with her, because she's never been the type of baby who's want to be held. She's always been the type of baby who wants to be independent, off to herself. She did not like you to hold her for nothing. To this day, she does not like you to hold her for nothing. Except for me. I don't know what it is, but she wants me to hold her 24/7. But anyway, but the Rock and Play, I highly recommend it. It is like 25, like I said, 25, maybe $30. We had one that my mom had, because she used to keep kids when she was little. We had when she was little. My mom used to keep kids at her home, at a home daycare. And she had a Rock and Play, and I used that for a little bit, and Eddie was like, well, hey, they had this one at Target. It's like $25-30. It actually rocks. My mom's did not. And I know my cousin Ashley had used it for her daughter Avery, the one that actually rocked. And so we got one that rocked, and Blake slept right beside our bed in the Rock and Play until she was about 6-8 months. And then I put her in her, she's been in her own crib since then. She has a routine. Well, she used to be on a really strict routine. I used to make her go to bed at exactly 8 o'clock. She'd go to bed, and she would not get up until, well, it depends on the schedule, because some mornings I get up at like 6. I'm supposed to be getting up at 6, but I don't. I get up at 6:30, and by the time I get up, she gets up around 6:45, and I take her downstairs, and I give her to Gabby or my mother-in-law, Michelle, and they watch her for me throughout the day. But it used to be where she'd go to bed at 8 o'clock. She had to be in bed by 8 o'clock. And she'd gotten on that routine of a schedule so much that when it got that time, she was going to bed. Like, her eyes were heavy, she's ready to go. We did do the cry out method for her as we were transitioning her from the Rock and Play to the crib. I want to say it didn't take but a week, and she was crib full time. We would let her cry, go in there, check on her, come back. we lay her back down, leave the room for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Because that's how you're supposed to go. You're supposed to let her cry for 5, go in. Come out, let her cry for 10, go in. Come out, let her cry for 15, go in, come out. And eventually she's going to realize that you're not leaving her, so she's going to feel a lot more secure and comfortable. And that's what we did with her. We did the cry out method for the first week. By the 3rd or 4th day, it wasn't even a cry out method. I mean, she'd lay in bed for a little bit, and then she would wake up and she'd cry. And then we would wait, just to see, and she would go back to sleep on her own. And so she fully went to her own crib at, I want to say it was 6 months. Yeah. 6 months. She went to her own crib. No problems. As far as her now, I mean, she's not on that strict bed schedule anymore. Some nights, like nights that I don't have to work the next day, she'll stay up 10, 11, sometimes 12 o'clock. We'll sit here and play. It just depends on her mood. Sometimes she takes a nap and she's fine. Sometimes she takes a nap and she's the most crankiest baby that you've ever met. It just depends. Her nap time normally ranges from 12. She gets up at 6:45. She'll come downstairs with me. I'll pass her off. I will leave to go to work. She normally may have breakfast between 7, 10 o'clock then. She'll play a little bit. She'll have lunch around 11:30. She'll lay down from 12 to 3. She'll wake up. She'll play until 6. We have dinner. This is the days I'm working. She'll play to around 7 because I don't get off till 7. So she'll play to around 7. When I get home about 7:15, 7:20, we will eat dinner. We will play. We will either get in the pool or go outside for a little bit, or we'll just even hang out in the living room, watch Moana or whatever, and then we'll give her a bath around 9:30, and then about 10 o'clock. Sometimes it's even 9 o'clock when she goes to bed, 9 or 9:30. Sometimes she'll go to bed at 10. She'll go straight, like, we lay her down, give her a blankie, give her passy, and she's good to go. Ducky and her now Moose is like her thing. She has to have one of those passies to go to sleep. I'm going to try to get the passy away. So maybe I'll do a video on that later on of how we got her passy completely gone. But for right now, it's not going nowhere. It's not. That passy is like, I don't even know what it's like. They're like 2 peas in a pod. It ain't going nowhere. So, as far as, like I was talking about transitioner, she was fine. I have an essential. I also did essential oils. That's helped a lot too. When transitioning her to her crib, I used an essential oil diffuser, and I had to put lavender in there, and I but I would fix it and I'd start it, and it helped a lot with her calming and going to sleep, especially when she was little. A lot now, she doesn't really use it. We really just use it as a nightlight. Some nights I do use it, like if she's had a restless day and she hasn't had a nap, or she had a nap but it was 15 minutes, because she's used to having naps between 12 and 3 o'clock. So that's like a big thing if she's not having only a 15-minute nap. So like I said, I'll use it then at night. Or when she's sick, I will put like some peppermint oils in there and I'll run it. But otherwise, we use it as a nightlight. She likes it that way. So that's what we do as far as her bedtime. Also, teething wise, I tried doing the, like, they used to like the little fruit. I'm trying to think what they're called. The little fruits and the little, so that mesh stuff, and it's like a little thing they chew on. I tried that. She hates that. Whatever. She wants the regular fruit, and that's it. As far as teething goes, I don't even really use Orajel. She's not really that fussy when teething. It's just, I mean, some nights she'll be restless. Like when she got in her top and bottom molars, she had been fussy, but now she's fine. Like, we give her a couple of popsicles and let her, like, kind of chew on. She liked doing that, and it helped wonders. But every child's different. What may work for my child may not work for yours. What may work for my child now may not work for my child in the future. I'm trying to think, because I know that she loved chewing on, it was like this little banana thing. Did you get from Target? And it kind of looks like a toothbrush. She loved chewing on that while teething. the beads. Like, there's a necklace you can get or a bracelet. When she was just fresh teething, I got her those, and she loved those as well. I like hooked her passy on it, and she'd chew on that and go on. Now they actually have straps in the car that you put on their car seats, and they have teething rings on the side. I still have those on her straps, even though she's not really teething, but she still, like, can, if she, like, because sometimes she'll try to chew on the straps, and I mean, like, so it has a teething thing on the side, and I got those at Target as well. I think they were like $6, so I use those, and she chews on those sometimes. It just depends on, and really she don't ever chew on them. The only time she's ever really chewed on them is never. She's never chewed on them. Not that I've noticed anyway. But if she was to chew on, it's safe for her to chew on because they're teething things. I'm trying to think what else as far as what I was saying, because I don't remember nothing for nothing. Oh, the bumbo seat. That's what I was trying to think of. For sitting them up or helping them sit up. I love my bumbo seat. I wish I would have got a tray that went on the front of it, but I didn't. I just got the bumbo seat. I never really even strapped her in because my baby, she's not fat, but at the time, her legs were so chunky, she literally, like, it would suck her in, so she was fine in the bumbo seat by herself, excuse me. But, she loved the bumbo seat. I set her up on the counter, she'd sit there, play in the bumbo seat. What else was it? Was there something else? Because, like Susan said, I'm a dork. There's one more thing I'm trying to think of. That I never used the, I had one, but I never used the boppies. I guess that's what they're called, the boppies. I never really used mine. I did when I was in labor. I put it behind my neck, but I never really used it. I guess I didn't breastfeed. I never used a boppy. She lays with it now. I never really used it other than when I was in labor, and I maybe used it once or twice to feed her, but I never really used the boppy. As far as, I'm trying to think of some other, like, because I didn't breastfeed. Our stroller and our car seat that we got was a Baby Trend car seat and a stroller. It was this ugly green and black. I hated it, but it was on sale, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I think it ended up being like $300 for both of them. And we still used the stroller and the car seat in storage. But it was the Baby Trend, and you can get the bases, like multiple bases for it, and use it in different cars if you need to. I like that car seat. It was pretty decent. I have no problem with it. Now we're using, I don't know if it's the Baby Trend. No, it's the Safety First car seat. We have a Safety First one, and it has cushion on the bottom and cushion at the top, and it's the 3-in-1, and it'll transition with her throughout her until she's pretty much out of a car seat. We put her face forwarding. I had talked to somebody who said that to start putting her in a face forward car seat, or a car seat when she could sit up on her own. Probably gonna get crap for saying this, but I face my kid forward. She's one. The weight recommendation says that she has to be between a certain weight. She meets it. I mean, I sit her forward. It's a lot easier for me to reach back there if she needs something, and I'm probably going to get hate shamed for that, because a lot of people think, oh, don't put your kid face forward because they're too little and their bones school brittle, which I understand that, and I mean, but she meets the requirements for that. I don't know. I mean, that's just personally what we do. She meets it. I face her forward. She watches the DVD player in the car. She's happy. I mean, if we're in an auto accident, anything could happen, whether she's face forward or not. It's just what we do. She's strapped down really good. She's face forward. She meets the requirements. Her doctor said that it was fine. So we still sit her face forward. She's been face forward for about 5 or 6 months. And yeah, we just sit our face forward. But we use the safety first car seat. I'm trying to think, there's one more thing. No, that's it. But that will be it for today. Just kidding. Thank you for watching my channel, and like I said, if you have any videos that you recommend me doing or would like me to do or to talk about, I'm not the brightest in the bunch. I just go off of what I've experienced or what I've learned or what I like, and that's what it is. So, like I said, if you have anything that you would like me to upload or do or talk about, I'd be happy to. You just leave them in the comments below, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching my channel. Bye.